He got me with a cross-collar choke, and the whole world just starts to fade to black.
I'm bleeding all over the place.
We're in Brazil to test our skills and courage in one of the most brutal sports on the planet, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Fight, Jimmy, fight!
I'm Jimmy Smith, a professional mixed martial arts fighter from LA.
I forgot how hard this was. This is a hard sport.
I'm Doug Anderson, an Iraq war vet and former Army bodyguard from Jersey.
This is the type of training that puts you in the worst possible scenario.
Yeah, let's do it!
Brazil is just one stop on our journey as we explore the world's most dangerous fighting arts. This is our Fight Quest. If fighters go to some kind of heaven when they die, I can only hope it looks like Rio.
I cannot believe we're finally here in Rio, man. I've been dreaming about this for years, dude.
This place is so beautiful. It's just like everywhere you look, it's just gorgeous.
So many jiu-jitsu guys come down here from the States that I know personally, and we're like, yeah, I'm gonna lock myself in the gym, I'm gonna come back a brown belt. Dude, all they do is send me pictures of them with chicks, like, on the beach, surfing. They never get anything done. It's unbelievable.
It's easy to get sidetracked in Rio, but Jimmy and I aren't here to enjoy the beaches. We're here to learn the brutal, bone-breaking sport known as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. After 5 days with two of the Gracie family's most renowned masters, we'll both face off against two of their toughest fighters in a full-contact jiu-jitsu battle.
I see black belts, bro. It's gotta be the place, man.
On a hill just south of Rio, we meet up with a group of black belts from the world-famous Gracie Academy.
You know who that is, dude?
I recognize him. I'm not...
Rickson Gracie.
That's Rickson?
That's Rickson. Undefeated in jiu-jitsu. Undefeated in Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Like, for life?
I don't think I've seen a single match that was more than 2 minutes.
Over 50 years ago, Rickson Gracie's father, Ilio, and his brothers modified Japanese jiu-jitsu into Brazilian jiu-jitsu. It's a unique style of ground fighting that uses joint locks and vicious chokeholds to force an opponent to submit or face painful consequences.
It's so cool to watch two guys where everything's premeditated, you know?
Yeah.
You're planning out how you're gonna destroy this guy.
It's a game of inches, man. It's totally different than any other martial art.
For a little guy like me, the cool thing about this martial art is that it emphasizes strategy and technique over size and strength.
My joints are already starting to hurt, man.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Doug and Jimmy, please, come in. How you doing?
Good to meet you, sir.
Welcome to Rio and the world of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Thank you, sir.
I have two of my best black belts to train you guys for 5 days. Renato, you stay with Jimmy.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Breno, you stay with Doug.
Nice to meet you, sir.
In 5 days, you guys gonna come back here and test your skills. Gentlemen, good luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Gracie. I appreciate this opportunity.
Good luck, man.
All right, man.
It hurts tap, all right? Don't watch you and get killed.
All right, dude. Take it easy. Good luck, Jim.
Renato doesn't seem that much older than me, but he's a third-degree black belt. Stagnate. Yeah, you know.
Have you already trained jiu-jitsu?
I'm a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. I've been doing it about 5 years. I haven't done anything at all for the past year.
See, today we're gonna see all your weak points, where you're strong, and see where we're gonna work, so we'll be prepared for the fight.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is one of my favorite sports, but I've never been to Brazil before, and I have no idea how my skills are going to match up against these guys.
Jimmy, welcome, Jimmy.
Jiu-Jitsu is all about technique, and I'm pretty rusty, so Renato wants to start out with the basics to see what I've got.
If you give to this hand, go this down, through the L, yes. This one goes to this hand. I'm teaching Jimmy now to pass the guard. There's a base position in Jiu-Jitsu, so he has to go over the legs to get in a good position to submit, to get a choke or an arm bar.
Passing guard is a key move in Jiu-Jitsu. Getting around an opponent's legs can set you up for submission, and it's also worth 3 points in competition, but it's a lot harder than it sounds. The guy who passes the guard wins, usually. You can't do anything until you pass the guard. It's the most basic, but in many ways the most difficult part of jiu-jitsu.
I forgot how hard this was. This is a hard sport. Woo!
We don't kick, we don't punch. We submit our opponents using technique, not using force. You just use the force of the opponent against him, right? Using the leverage. This is what is jiu-jitsu about.
It's a huge privilege for me to come and train with a Gracie black belt, and I'm just excited. Whatever you want to teach me, I know is going to be great, and I'm going to pick up a ton of knowledge, you know?
Breno is one of the Gracie's top instructors. He teaches a traditional style of the sport that's best to learn in Saquarema, a small village north of Rio.
Okay, Doc. Now we're ready. Let's do it. The most important thing after I came from this position is to lock the hips. Try to escape, Luis. Well, he's locking. You see, I am in control of the situation because I lock his hips. Because if I don't lock his hips, he escapes.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is all about controlling your opponent. And one of the most effective and high-scoring moves is called taking the back.
Behind and pushing.
The whole basis of movement in jiu-jitsu comes from the hips. So I want to lock this hip with my elbow, pulling his arm, and then I'm using my other hip and all my weight to drive into his left hip, and that prevents him from scooting away from me. And then once I feel like I have good control in this position, I move this leg up and drop back. He rolls with me really easily, and then I want to sink this leg in here and this leg in here, and that prevents him from escaping. And now, from here, I can work a submission.
Very good, Doc. First hook, second hook. Perfect. Okay, guys, let's do it. Okay, vai.
Now that I've got some moves down, it's time for some real sparring.
He got me with a cross collar choke, and the whole world just starts to fade to black. He gets in real deep on each collar, and he pulls it across, which doesn't seem that threatening, but it cuts off the arteries on both sides, which slows down or stops the blood flow to the brain. It only lasts for like 5 seconds at the most if they have a deep choke in.
Let's go.
I'm still a little dizzy, but Breno wants to end my first day with one more spar.
Before she whoops my ass, I'd like to let everybody know that this is the champion, okay? She's a campeón. Champion of Brazil? Yeah. See?
Vamos lá. Já. Vamos lá. Boa.
Right away, I can tell that she's way more skilled than me. And I can't help feeling that Breno's trying to damage my pride.
Vamos lá.
As much as it sucks to lose to a girl, that just shows the beauty of the art of jiu-jitsu. Like, I didn't give her an inch. I wasn't trying to be easy on her because she was a girl. I wasn't trying to go light. She just massacred me of her own skill and her own right. And that just shows you, you know, like, jiu-jitsu's
I'm bleeding all over the place from these little tiny wounds.
I have all blood of yours over me. You right, Jimmy?
Yes, okay. I got choked out, I guess.
That's it.
I don't really remember much.